Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is like a really short video. I just wanted to tell you that when you have a will, there's a way. So me and my hubby, it's not no new news to you guys that we're struggling, right? So today they had an event at our local recreation center, and like y'all guys know, I don't have a car and we're struggling. So I decided, because we had this event going on, that I would walk all the way to the recreation center and pick up what they called is the turkey basket, which what it is like a food donation to those people who don't have a way or means or financially struggling like I am, who don't have a way to buy Thanksgiving. So, and I'm like kind of embarrassed to put myself out there, but you know what, guys? I'm not the only one who's struggling. So, I walked 20 plus blocks to get to the recreation center where they were going to give out this free food. And when I'm walking up, I asked the officer, where do I go? And they're like, it's a drive-through thing. I don't know they have any spaces for people who are walking up, but you can go up to the other officer who's two more blocks up and ask her, where or if they're even going to give out food to people who are walking up to the event and not driving through. So I walk up to her and she asks me, how can I help you? I said, well, I'm here to pick up my basket for Thanksgiving. And she says, well, where's your car? I was like, I live in a neighborhood and I don't have a car. And I walked all this way because I wanted to get a turkey for Thanksgiving. And I heard that the recreation center was helping out those who are less financially stable to pick up a basket or pick up a bag of Thanksgiving meals so they can have Thanksgiving for a holiday. So she's looking at me all crazy. Like, I go, it's okay. I mean, she's like, people have been parked here since 7 o'clock. I said, it's okay. I can wait in line. I'll just get behind the car that, I'll just walk all the way back to the back of the line and stand behind the vehicles, and I'll just walk up as they're driving through. I'll just walk up with the cars. I don't have to get out of line. I'll just go and walk with them. I go, I wouldn't be here if I really didn't need it. And I walked like 20 plus blocks to get here. So she's like, no, 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 let me call and ask, because I think she wanted to turn me away. And I was just like, I didn't come all this way to not get something that I really need. And so she said, well, we'll have you walk up to the where they're handing out the food when they start asking us to have the people drive up to it. And I was like, okay. And I was the only one there walking. And guys, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I just have to tell you how disappointed it was for me to feel like, okay, I don't have the means. I pay my bills first, so I will have a roof over my head and hot water and electricity and all those basic needs met before I'll go and spend money on groceries. And I wasn't gonna have Thanksgiving. I was gonna, just eat a regular meal and just be thankful that I have a roof over my head and water and electricity and all the things that I need. And a vehicle isn't a need, is a want. And if I want to get somewhere, I'll walk to it or I'll catch a bus. And because that's, my situation, and I'm trying to improve it by applying for jobs and stuff. So I'm not just sitting around here waiting for a handout. Although this is what I felt like it was a handout. But then when I'm looking at all these nice brand new cars parked in line, parked there for hours, so they start parking there like at 7, and the event didn't start until 9. And I was walking, and I was just like, okay, well, I'll stand behind a car, and as they're driving through, I'll walk up with them, behind the car that I'm supposed to be behind of if I had a car, my imaginary car. And so I was like, no, no, no. So I waited there, and I had all kinds of people staring at me. Like, I know all the people who were driving cars were staring at me. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be embarrassed anymore. Okay, this should be inspiration for a lot of people out there. Don't give up. If you really need something and you see these cars, a bunch of people, big trucks and brand new shiny rims and all this stuff and they're in line to get a free turkey and some fixings for Thanksgiving, um, you shouldn't be embarrassed. If you don't have a car, you got there. I had to keep on telling myself, you know what? I shouldn't be embarrassed because I really do need it. And I was willing to walk all the way over here and walk back with, whatever the means I could to carry a big turkey with me in the fixings because I didn't have a car. Don't let, and I'm here want to give you inspiration. Like, don't let not having certain things stop you. If you really need it, go and get it. Go get the help. And I have to tell myself this all the time. So finally, when I started walking and they told me, oh, walk up front, the people who were handing out the food looked at me and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have a car, but I'm here and I'm here, and they're like, no, 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 no. And so they handed me the food and they're like, are you going to be okay carrying this with you? And I said, yeah, because how are you going to take it home? I said, the same way I got here. I'm going to use my legs and use my arms and bring it home because that's my only transportation is myself. And I mean, I didn't even have enough money for bus money if I wanted to catch the bus for the 20 blocks back home. And it wouldn't make any sense because I would still have to walk with the bus stop, wherever it left me. So, yeah, guys, this Thanksgiving, if you don't have a meal on your table, if you having to wait in line for food donations, if you don't have, a way, there's a way. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be like me and be embarrassed. And also be like me and say, F it. F it. They need to make these events more towards the people who absolutely cannot go grocery shopping, who don't have the money to go grocery shopping, who have to walk, have to catch the bus, who are paying their bills. We don't want a handout. We don't want to have people look down on us because we're struggling right now. But at the same time, we were going to try to get food stamps. We don't qualify because he's working. Either you work or you don't work. Stop you from helping yourself. You got to help yourself. And I kept on telling myself when I was there, because I was standing there and having all eyes on me with my little bag, walking to get the food, seeing all these officers looking at me like, oh, you don't have a car? No, sir, but I have my legs and I'm alive and I'm breathing today and I'm here. And so I hope that people get inspired. Like, look, if she's out here in the cold walking 20 plus blocks to a recreation center in her neighborhood, because I feel like that's my way of helping my husband. He's at work, working to pay the light, the gas, the rent. And I'm alive, I'm breathing, I have legs. There's people who cannot walk, there's people who cannot talk, there's people who don't have arms and fingers and toes. And they're out there, they're doing it. And that's my inspiration. Like, don't let what people say to you, don't let your disability, don't let anything stop you. Let me show you what I carried. And believe me, my legs are hurting and I am sore because I was kind of like, okay, I challenged myself. I took this bag with me, an empty bag, and my feet, and this is what was given to me, and I feel so blessed. I went and carried a turkey, and then another bag they gave me, a HB bag of the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, the macaroni and cheese, a can of corn, and a pie. That's my Thanksgiving meal, guys. From the outside, people don't notice that you're struggling. People don't know your situation. I always try to be kind to everyone because you just never know. They seem happy and they seem put together. They seem like everything's fine, but you don't really know their struggles.